Well, hello, everybody. So today we have with us Jim Beiting, who is the CEO of Transitions here in Northern Kentucky. Jim, thanks for coming with us and talking with me today. You've got a
Absolutely.
great organization that has done so much good. In some cases, people just don't know about it. So first of all, can you give us an update? What is Transitions about, and what exactly does your organization do in the community?
Well, absolutely, and thanks for having us. So Transitions, we celebrated our 50th anniversary last year, so we're officially 51 years old. So we've been around a long time. We're, local nonprofit, and we've always specialized and continue in drug and alcohol treatment. And that's, we continue that mission forward. And we're about 120 employees strong. We've gone through a little bit of a growth spurt recently, so we've increased our staff by about 50% over the last 2 years. So we provide a lot of top quality treatment in Northern Kentucky with a couple different locations. We're CARF accredited and licensed by the state to provide drug and alcohol treatment. And it's a very interesting time to be in the drug and alcohol treatment business. I've been around for about 30 years, and I'll tell you, it's probably the most rewarding last 5 years as the CEO of Transition. So it's an exciting time.
Well, in Northern Kentucky on an annual basis, Jim, approximately how many clients will you work with in a given year?
We'll admit about 1,200 clients. We admit about 100 a month, about 1,200 clients. There's many more that probably need treatment, but it's so difficult for individuals or family members to call and ask for help. And that's one of the things that, we always like to do, is to try to talk as much as possible about treatment and kind of take some of the myths and the stereotypes or the misinformation about treatment away, because that kind of information prevents people from calling. So we could serve probably twice that many, and there's probably 3 or 4 times that many that probably need to come into treatment.
That's what a great point. And one of the things I think you just said is it's drugs and alcohol. The drug list is long and never changing, but the one that seems probably has been there as long as ever is alcohol, to help people get off and treat that addiction as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. We definitely, the heroin crisis, 5-6 years ago really hit a peak, and that really pushed Transitions to expand our capacity, and with the help of the Kenton County Fiscal Court and everybody involved, we were able to do that, and great partnerships with the county and other people as well. But first and foremost, working in Northern Kentucky, I like to say that it's small enough that we can get a lot of good stuff done, but it's big enough that, gosh, there's a lot of work to be done. So the fact that how the counties come together with Transitions, we've been able to expand capacity to really meet the needs. So we've eliminated any wait list for residential treatment in Northern Kentucky, which very unique to do that. And we're very proud of that. And the county and other community partners that we have, very proud of that, and the county should be very proud of that as well.
Well, and I think that, to your point, it is your leadership, the board, in supporting, and from the county as well as private dollars have gotten this done. So that feeds into this issue of adding capacity. The capacity's there, the wait list is gone. However, you've had to deal with COVID. And so while the addiction issue, the addiction challenge of our community is still there, unfortunately as strong as ever, you've now had to deal with this COVID. And what does it look like different from a service provider standpoint, as well as from someone who's struggling with addiction? What do those two things look like different in COVID?
Yeah, gosh, right before COVID, we were very excited. The number of admissions was going up in January and February. I feel like we were really getting the word out to folks. And then here comes COVID that really put kind of a wet blanket on that. We fell off a little bit in admissions, not too much. We've remained open, continuing to be open and available for folks immediately. But COVID has a way of isolating individuals. It doesn't have to, but it does have a way to do that, and it's difficult. In people's normal social interactions, really were compromised with COVID. And one thing about addiction likes, if I treat addiction like an individual here, I'll say addiction likes when individuals isolate, and it really thrives off of isolation. And the best thing you can do to keep your if you have an addiction for ongoing recovery, is to be involved in community. And that's exactly what COVID has done. It's kind of taken away that community and that social aspect that's so important in recovery. So it's made
And for
it
those,
difficult.
and for
Yeah.
those who are not struggling with addiction, community is so important, right? And then you think about those who are struggling with it, it's even more so.
Gosh, everything from the just, social and community to the faith community. I mean, it's been difficult. It's been a challenge, and we've seen it, and it's hit us hard in the addiction world. We've seen us slide back a little bit with a number of overdoses, and so it's been difficult. But we're still here. We're still fighting.
So your capacity is higher. Your staff, you have more staff available. You've got the ability for someone to call in to transition, say, hey, I've got a loved one, or I myself need help, to immediately give them that support and walk them through their pathway to hopefully recovery. Can you maybe speak to that a little bit? What does that look like today? A typical client coming into you today, do they get assessed that day? And talk about that time frame of which that person might be able to get back to recovery.
Yeah, we like to praise treatment on demand. We almost treat the initial treatment experience in the first day you walk in like an emergency room. So there's no wait list. You come right in. You're assessed immediately by a counselor. Within a half hour of being there. We also have a nurse practitioner on staff and nurses, so you'll be assessed for any physical needs or possibly medication. There's some medication that has proven very effective in drug and alcohol treatment. So we definitely are fans of that, and really person-centered. If a person needs medication or if they don't, we assess for that. So we try to assess the individual, within 30 minutes of when they walk in. If there's a need for medication or if there's not, we can assess for that. We work closely with a local pharmacy to make sure we have medication on hand almost immediately. And the treatment process can really start that day, if not the next morning. So it's a very immediate. Addiction has an interesting window of opportunity and motivation. So when a person is ready, and it's difficult to pick up the phone and ask for help, or to have a loved one pick up the phone and ask for help. So when an individual reaches out to us, we take that with a lot of humility and a lot of dignity, that we want to respond immediately. We'd like to get them in right away, and we have the opportunity to do that. So that's very exciting.
And so, Jim, we could talk to teach or learn so much about this world that you're dealing with on a daily basis, but connect what you just talked about with COVID. And we would have thought that, prior to this, we were in a booming economy, but we still have thousands in the community in North Kentucky who are addicted and needed help. Now we run into this economy where maybe some of the lower income individuals or those who are more on the edge would be potentially in a more stressful time of their life that would be potentially an opportunity for addiction to take hold. What can we do as a community to try and bridge that gap to help those individuals who would be, now that the economy has been struggling, and especially for those individuals, what could we do differently in Northern Kentucky moving forward as we get out of this pandemic?
Yeah, we're fortunate that we're able to access individuals, health insurance benefits or their Medicaid benefits. So that continues as a very significant and important piece of the puzzle, so to speak, when we talk about a treatment and recovery. It gives us the opportunity to work with folks and to keep our doors open, so to speak. But I think even more people are going to be reaching out, and it may be even an opportunity to, we call it, reach in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
People are struggling, and if you see people struggling, there's a lot of stigma that comes with relapse. I was doing great for a year and a half, and I was in treatment, and I was going to my AA meetings or Narcotics Anonymous meetings and talking with a lot of people in recovery, and then here comes COVID, and maybe didn't have the skills or the ability, and I kind of shut down. I got isolated. I've relapsed. That's a very tough one. There's a lot of shame and guilt in that. And I think even doubling down our efforts to remove that shame, that guilt, to be more welcoming, to be more, and it's almost a bit of a pep talk, it's okay.
Sure.
And this happens and relapse happens, and, let's get back on the road to recovery. And that's as simple as calling us and saying, hey, I think he's ready to come back in. And, you know, we're there waiting for him. You know, that's the good news. So
I love that message. So you're saying to us is that if we can continue to maybe remove the stigma, we realize to tell our family and reach down to not reach down, but reach out to those who may be in that condition, saying, hey, we're not judging you. You're no less valuable. Let's get you back on track, and or it's an opportunity for someone to get help, and you've got the capacity to help and a plan and a way to get them back onto recovery or for the first time.
yeah.
Okay.
I wish that the stigma with other chronic illnesses like diabetes or heart disease, I wish that addiction disease had as much acceptance as some other chronic illnesses that have relapse as part of their recovery. And, you know, that's the goal. And like you said, whatever we can do to reduce the stigma and to normalize addiction treatment is the real key.
Well, you've said it perfectly, and we'll keep on spreading the word. Let's get rid of the stigma and get people the help they need. Thanks for the great work that you're doing, leading transitions, and our thanks to your entire team.
Thanks, Kris. And again, appreciate everything the county's doing and what a great partnership. Super excited here at Transitions to have the partnerships that we do in Northern Kentucky, and we look forward to great things ahead.
Indeed. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.